Welcome to episode 5 of the Mainly Wrestling Show. I'm joined once again by John Jacobs and the Queen, that is Lacey Almeida, here to help us toast on the Jubilee weekend. John, God save your Queen. But on a side note, we're going to be looking at Monday Night Raw too. On our last episode, we looked at, I think, the 23rd of May episode, where he was intimated that The Undertaker was answering to a higher power. Today, it is revealed. John, have you seen this before? Seen about this? Heard about this? Are you going to be shocked when the higher power is revealed?
I think it's Rikishi, and I assume they did it for The Rock.
I did it for the Queen. If Prince Andrew had come out and said that, I'd have had more respect for him. I did it for the Queen.
Stop it.
Get in the word. Lacey, Raw 1999. Tell us, what was it to like as a wrestling fan?
Wow. You're really aging me now.
Hot mess.
Actually, no, because
No, let's talk about Lacey.
No, WCW was a hot mess. I'm not even gonna go there. But I mean, I think Raw was. We're like right in the middle of that edgy time, right? Like
Peak Russo.
Yeah, like
leaves 3 months later.
I think we were definitely getting to the messiest times. Things didn't always necessarily make sense. A lot of sex, drugs, and rock and roll on these shows at the time, right? Is there a bra and panties match on this card? I'm shocked if there isn't.
There's no bra and panties match. The Godfather's here. So there's a bikini contest between Deborah and Nicole Bass.
Perfect.
There's a hardcore championship match. You've got Mr. McMahon wrestling against Ken Shamrock.
Oh God.
And the WWF champion, The Undertaker, in the main event. So
say nothing.
There's a long. Mr. McMahon is wrestling against Ken Shamrock. I have never seen this before in my life. I'm trying to rack my brains, and I don't have any recollection of this.
I think this was around the time, around 2000. I think I really checked out of wrestling. Not checked out, but I wasn't as into it, because even when you're a little kid, we were not even 10 years old at the time, but you can kind of see where it's starting to just become oh, what's the next crazy thing that they're going to do? The next crazy thing that they're going to do. And they're and as a kid that grew up on Shawn and Brett and, Razor and that kind of era, just a couple years before, you're like, this isn't the same wrestling that I used to like. So I think, especially around this time, and then I remember watching a little bit of the beginning of the Invasion, but then it got old quick. There was a million belts. So this was kind of, for me, this was kind of like that beginning of the end, where it was that golden age was starting to kind of wear off.
Well, no, Lissy has sold it so wonderfully. It's the beginning of the end. Let's get ready to click play. It's episode /Raw/6054 for those of you who are still on the Glorious Network. By the way, if anyone's watching out there from the network, please put some more Georgia Championship Wrestling. It is disgraceful. There's only about 7 episodes on. They say if you're on the cock like you good people across the pond.
For us, if you're on the cock, it's Monday Night Raw, Season 7, Episode 23, June 7th, 1999.
June 7th, 1999. And we're going to click play in 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
I think it's been advertised as the greater power rather than higher power. Oh. I'm sure it was higher power. This must be
power.
Pardon?
They go back and they revise.
I thought it was quite funny, let's see, that you said... what was it? The invasion was happening and there was a million belts, and the next AEW pay-per-view is the New Japan invasion, and I'm pretty sure every single person that came out of Double or Nothing had some kind of fucking belt. There was just non-stop belts everywhere.
Okay, we're already there. Honestly, can the AEW pay-per-views get any longer? Also, I love this Stone Cold shirt. Love the baseball jersey.
I saw one. I had the Shane O'Mac one. I loved it.
Loved it.
On the AEW pay-per-views topic, I mean, it's whatever. I don't watch it live because here it's 2 a.m. to 6 6:30 in the morning or whatever. So
in the words of Curtis Axel, we got kids.
If there's stuff I don't want to watch, then I just skip through it. But also, like, you pay your £17.99 or your $50 in the US, you get your value for money. And they don't have a lot of pay-per-views, right? They only do 4 a year. So
and TK came out, he's very defensive about it, but he did say, look, I'm trying to give people value for money, which I appreciate as a businessman.
This fucking guy. That TK?
That is a really good impression. Fucking goddamn headline Rampage. He with Matt Sydal, great wrestler, Matt Sydal. He wrestled against Hobbs, young talent, and he's there like MJF, the best thing in terms of promos and the build of best thing ever, and now he's the champion. Let's fucking go. Like, Tony, what's going on here, buddy? Come on.
You need to be careful, actually, because we have been accused of being WWE marks, which is quite funny because I think me and Jack are safely if you pressed us, we're safely in the pro AEW camp. Lissy, I think you're probably 50-50, maybe more WWE.
No, I'm a WWE girl. I'm like 75-25.
Yeah.
But I appreciate, but the thing is, like, I think I always bring up, I don't like to compare the two, right? But however, in this case, I know I said this to you guys the other day, like, just the difference between like the pay-per-view format is a big difference for me, right? Like,
look at the
I can't watch, I'm sorry, like, I go to WrestleMania and watching like 2 nights in a row is long, but like being at home watching like non-stop matches like that, and they're all great matches, don't get me wrong, but like throw a squash match, like put a couple, quick ones in between, like every match is. That's
like
what
she said.
Every match
the opener was a squash match.
Whatever, like you saw like the 12 power bombs. Still, I don't know if that was punishment or if that was the way that it was supposed to actually go. Who knows?
On the topic of that, JJ, how did your betting go for the event?
Good. Came up. I needed Jazz to beat the Blackpool Combat Club, and that came in. That won.
Really?
Yeah, they choked out Daniel Bryan with the ring ropes. Jack Swagger choked him out.
Swagger, Jack Swagger. I didn't know that. I just saw the clips of Eddie Kingston coming down with like the gasoline and Brad Danielson saying, "I'm gonna kick his fucking head in."
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
But I've not watched it yet, and to be honest, I probably won't watch it. I'm with you. I'm a bit wrestled out at the minute.
That's a great match. If you want to have a look and see some of the matches, that's definitely one to watch.
I don't like
chaotic match.
Yeah, it was fun, no?
I don't like those types of matches. Not for me.
Jack hates those matches. I could have told you he doesn't have any interest in that.
Match of the year is still FTR against the Bucks.
You don't want to watch that. You don't want to watch
garbage wrestling. Garbage.
Look at you can skip what is I don't even remember the name of that.
I've got no interest in watching the 6-man or the tag team three-way.
I'll tell you what, the tag team three-way was phenomenal. Watching Keith Lee go flying over the top rope rope suicide, like unreal.
Greetings from the other side of the universe.
That was a phenomenal match.
Wasn't there another debut? Who else debuted? Like Andrade's business partner, right?
Andrade's business partner, Roosh.
He used to be the Ring of Honor champion.
Athena, formerly Ember Moon, and then is it Malcolm Bibbins? I forget what he's called in in AEW, but he's going to be, I guess, JC manager, which I think is a really good pairing.
I thought I didn't watch anything about NXT. I followed him on Twitter, and I thought he was fucking hilarious. That bloke.
He's phenomenal. It's like
his patter is top tier.
He's going to be perfect for Jade and the baddies. I think that's going to be great.
See, like, this is okay. So let's run it back for a second, because I know that we talk about, like, every week there's a big announcement, and there's.
Is that your new TK impression?
Well,
this fucking guy.
I have to have somebody because, like, you have.
Sorry, by the way, for anyone who thought we would be commenting on the Raw that we were watching.
Vince McMahon has got an impassioned promo. You can track it. We're on 5, 47, 48, 49. Carry on listening.
No one can. Where was I?
You're about to say
big announcement every week.
Big announcement every week.
big announcement every week. But actually, like, I don't mind that sort of debut. I mean, it's getting a little crowded, and like it's getting a little crowded. We know this, but I love that if they're bringing in, like, for example, like Malcolm Bivens, I think he's a top tier talent, especially in that management capacity. So like, that's great. Bring on a good manager. Like,
they've had some.
That's a good signing. Sorry, go ahead, JJ.
Yeah, they've had some big misses with managers like that they brought in. Like, I don't think Vicky Guerrero's really done anything of note. Chavo,
get rid of her. Waste of time.
I'm not trying to bury. Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to bury all the Guerrero.
By the way, Shane McMahon is wearing the most 1999 double-breasted suit you've ever seen.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Love to see it.
Yeah, you are right. You presumably say the idea is TK has alluded to the fact this fucking guy is going to get Ring of Honor back on TV. I think the idea would be once Ring of Honor gets a TV deal, half the roster go over there, and they don't interfere with each other.
Fine, and that's
how else can you explain that many people on the roster?
It's too many people, but then
too many mans,
too many chefs. But I think also, like, that kind of runs the risk of there's always going to be an A show and a B show and, you know, a C show, right? So if we're looking at, you know, is everybody just moving around? Is Ring of Honor going to kind of be like the NXT for AEW, where that's kind of like their developmental territory? And, you know, they still, first of all, Ring of Honor, to go back on tour. I used to go see their shows in Boston all the time. The Northeast loves you.
Oh, but tell you, that was my teenage years.
Yeah, like, I think it's going to be tough. Also,
I think he has to keep it alive because I think we say TK like we're best friends with him. He will be aware the value in that tape library is phenomenal. Just because the past talents, the matches, you know, the classics. You think of Joe versus Punk, you presume they're going to run it back and do Punk versus Joe again. Punk had a big feud with AJ Styles back in 2004. I'm trying to think who else did he wrestle with? He had a big feud with Raven. I wouldn't be surprised if Raven came back for a one-off, given the nostalgia angle.
If you were a betting man or woman,
which I am,
who would you say would be the next AEW World Champion? Because this was what I would have said 2-3 months ago. Punk wins it, and then MJF takes it off him. But will they put it on him now? I mean,
still, MJF, yeah. JJ, I think Punk holds the belt for about a year.
And
then, oh my God, Deborah's women's champion here. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
There's your boy.
Let me just interrupt this. Tag team, they're going through the card. They've built an octagon. They've got the Acolytes of tag team champions. They're facing Gangrel and Edge. And Ken Shamrock against Vince McMahon in they used to call it the Lion's Den match, right?
The Lion's Den.
Was it the Lion's Den, or that was basically that was?
It was like it's like the MMA ring.
Yeah, they had to call it a different thing, right? Yeah. But yeah, in terms of the Betty man, I think MGF beats Punk at all Double or Nothing next year, or All Out, whichever one. And then they will run it back where, if you remember, Ring of Honor, Punk signed his WWE contract on the belt. And I think MJF will tease he's going to sign his WWE contract on the belt. And can you imagine the heat that we'll get against the Super AW stand? Oh,
I actually just want to know who has accused us of being WWE marks?
Your friends.
My friends.
No one else watches this.
Oh no, you know the guy that messaged us because he was trying to spam our Facebook page with Roman
Chadwick
Reigns
Johnson III or something, right?
Yeah, so he's
he came back into my and that Monday Night War group again. Cheeky bastard.
This person is clearly unwell.
Well, you know, there's freedom of speech here, buddy, and I'll write whatever I want. No, you won't. You blocked. Well, you know, I'll spam your other pages, and I don't know why it sounds like Stu Hart. Well, you know,
Well, Jack, you taught me this one. Is it this? This is the one.
Just Nigel McGuinness would do that so well.
We got Undertaker with a big kid here. Can we track this? Or
hey, so let's go. Why not?
Something.
There's just too many people.
Still, even reflecting back now, this is a very strange version
this is kind of funny because remember the Undertaker brought this look back later.
I assembled an army
to
prepare for his eventual arrival. And the ministry and the corporation.
It's unreal to think how many looks he had in such a short space of time. From 95 to 2000. We had Teardrop Taker, Purple Gloves Taker. If I know YouTube like I do now, there is no way this gets through.
Dun dun dun.
I can't see Ron Simmons bound down to any man. By the way, have you watched any of the old, the new Stone Cold sessions on the network?
Yeah, I've watched a few of them. I actually like them.
They're really good. He's such a good interviewer.
It's like he has like really, but the thing is, what's cool is that like he's interviewing for the most part a lot of people that he's worked with too. So he has that like friend familiarity with them.
But he doesn't talk over them. He'll say,
"Yeah,
you go," and he'll just let them. Yeah. Which is a really hidden talent. But the one with Ron Simmons is really good. Ron's just got that voice where you know what I mean. I can't do wrong. I can't do his voice justice, but everything he says has such clout behind it.
He has such a good voice.
I didn't realize when he's a kid, I think his dad ran off or something, and his mum died, so he was living with his uncle from 8 to 9.
Damn.
He just worked hard. I'm the person. Don't make excuses. Just do your shit. Do your work. Stop. Don't bullshit. Don't complain.
Don't you miss that mentality?
Massively. There's no accountability with people. Oh God,
that's like a very British thing too, though. Like that, like stiff upper lip thing. But like, I mean, we lost that a long time ago here.
And he said, like, why were you annoyed when your career came down 2002, 2003? Why would I be annoyed? I had a good life. I was so successful, made a lot of money. No, why would I be complaining? You just get on with it.
Good for you, Ron.
Love you, Ron. What a guy.
What a guy. What a gem.
By the way, so Shane McMahon isn't the higher power.
Thank God.
Who else could it have been at this time, really? Because I suppose they booked themselves into a corner, didn't they?
Mm. They always do. That's what they do with all of these big, like, who is it? Who did it? What's going on? Who's the anonymous Raw general manager? Oh,
this is
nobody.
One of the most.
Drop it and forget about it.
Anonymous general manager. I forgot about that. I think that's what drives us crazy. Sometimes it's like it's a little bit insulting to your intelligence because it's like you guys just dropped a whole storyline and you think we forgot. We didn't forget.
Shane fears the Newmarket posse. Shout out to Newmarket. I miss signs. But yeah, on this is one of the most memed reveal of all time, isn't it?
It was me, Austin Theory. It was me all along.
Yeah, you're right about the reveal. Like at least with AEW, you can kind of see where stuff goes, and it's obvious, but they don't insult your intelligence. Like you could say, Wardlow was getting annoyed with MJF for a long time, then finally, bang, you know.
Someone did that to Austin Theory in NXT, right? I forget the situation or what happened, but there was like a reveal, and then he said to Austin Theory, "It was me, Austin. It was me all along."
I think it's kind of cute the way that like they tap on old stuff. Just enough, not too much.
I still don't understand how any of this Triple H with the leather again. Well, you know, the kids love leather.
The pants kill me.
I don't understand.
Can't be Vince. Vince is there on the Titantron.
The games are over, Shane.
Not SOB.
Oh my God, today I saw one of like the funniest memes ever. It was talking about how I think it was like WrestleMania 16 and they had like the main event was like a McMahon in every corner. It was just like, oh my God. It was around this time. Like it was just too many.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Too much. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Linda McMahon bringing Mick Foley
But the
like a
thing
month
is-
after retiring.
This is the iconic line, but Austin knew that because he saw him last week.
But look at the fans are there going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Shocking.
All right, I'm gonna go grab another beer. Back in a second.
Yes! Yes!
It's actually just too much. Look at Shane.
This was Shane before he became a big sweaty mess.
Yeah.
King commentary like around this time was still tremendous.
I forgot that you called Shane that. I'm sorry. It's been some time because he hasn't been on TV. So.
Mission. Did you see that Ron Simmons thing with Austin as well? He's like, you know what I mean? I was being brought in to be I was former world champion, and they want to bring me in. Okay, and they said we're going to make you like a gladiator. I thought, okay, sounds cool. He goes, and then Austin starts laughing, going, and then dress you up in like a fucking idiot, isn't they?
And that
Exactly.
blue shit.
And then Austin said, did anyone say anything to you in the locker room? Nobody said a goddamn word, Steve. He goes, do you know why? Because everyone was scared shitless of you, Ron.
No one would have
And
said
everyone had too
anything
much
to
respect
him.
for you.
Yeah.
What do you think of my new gimmick? Love it. Brilliant, Ron.
No one would have said anything to him. He would have kicked their heads in.
Like he said, like, so the Steiners fucked around with everyone in the 90s, right? In the WCW locker room, like 91, 92, 93, they screwed around with everyone. And one of the stories goes, did he ever fuck with Ron Simmons? No. And Ron Simmons is why? Because I'm unfuckwithable. That's right, I am unfuckwithable. Yes, sir.
He's Ron freaking Simmons.
But yes, to your earlier point, like, that attitude of being very grateful for what you achieved and thankful and you did the work, no complaints. Oh, it's a $1 billion princess.
What the hell? Guys, you know I love Steph. The wardrobe during this time.
But they're trying to make her look like the girl next door, just all disappointed. And then you get to 2000 and 2001, Steph is all the way live.
But you know what, though? When you think about it, Stephanie was 22 years old here. She literally...
She really?
Yes.
A little older, right?
1999, she turned 23 that year. This is in June.
And then you get 2003 where you get Steph, the GM, becomes a little bit... I see 2003 Steph looks of age. She becomes like a... I don't want to say milfy, but you know what I mean? She becomes a bit more...
The thing is, she grows into her womanhood, for lack of a better way of saying it, right? Yeah. Like she'd just finished university months
You know this line?
This.
You remember this? I'm going to introduce you to the new CEO. Shh.
Good time.
Huge bap.
This is one of the first things I ever remember.
Really?
Yeah.
We appreciate how shit an actress Linda was, by the way.
Poor Linda. Leave her alone. Linda's a politician.
I mean, she's lovely.
I would just get to catch like live wire at 7 a.m. on Sky Sports 3 before school if I
11 o'clock Sky 1 every Saturday morning. My dad would make me clean the house to watch it.
So
I'd have to dust, clean, and then go and get his papers, and then at 11 o'clock till 1, I can sit and watch wrestling for 2 hours.
If you're good.
I have to clean the house to watch 2 hours of wrestling. You gotta pay your dues.
You gotta pay to play.
Live wire, shotgun Saturday night, or metal, depending what it was.
I love that.
Fucking WWF metal, such a shit. Again, you've got draws or tag commission over in the main event. Tiger Ali Singh versus S.A. Rios.
Oh God,
that must have been a great match.
Good to see Leah do the moonsault.
Yeah. Yeah, the first thing that I ever remember like seeing was when Undertaker and the Ministry carried off Stephanie.
Ooh,
and abducted her.
I remember being confused because S.A. Rios was on TV as Papi Chulo first, which I realized now is Spanish for Daddy Cole.
Papi.
You know, they got to try a few things. And then
What do you mean board of directors? Where was I? Oh.
There's honestly like a little fruit fly here. It's so annoying. The dress code.
I tell you what, it's now no. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy. But yeah, Stephanie's not had. She does very much like the innocent girl next door here, doesn't she? And you think in 18 months' time they are showing her cosmetic work on a big Titantron with Jericho?
Yeah.
It's so weird that Vince wanted a storyline where he was going to be her dad's or baby daddy.
That's nasty. I'll never talk about that. That is nasty.
Drinking on the job. Yep. Swig a bit for the
happening.
working man, JJ.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Cheers to that.
Who talks like that? Yeah, when I get home from work, I want an ice cold alcoholic beverage.
My favourite. Love the alcoholic beverages.
I remember this so well. And the scenes where we have to watch next week as well. Not tonight, obviously. But where when he's there at Titan Towers being the new boss.
Amazing that her monotone voice is.
I don't understand, right? So they've just found out that he's the higher power. And yet she said they had a board of directors had a meeting this morning to put Stone Cold in charge.
Do not apply logic. I already told you this.
Hold on. Stone Cold saw the higher power last Monday.
Oh, right, yeah, true.
So he might have gone for Linda and Stephanie.
Look at the shoes, Lissy.
They're dreadful. Oh my.
That pop though, huh?
The tie.
Oh, he's got the tie. You love to see it.
This show is so painful.
Vince could sell it like no one else, so the clipboard and the tie, like it's tremendous stuff.
Sorry, I have
such
to go back
fucking ridiculous stuff.
I need to work on
around the house.
I need to work on myself before I start recording with you guys.
Why?
Because I didn't set up my ring light today. I'm on a bad shape.
So no selfie, like I'm filming selfie.
Oh,
I do this all the time now.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love it.
I can't hear that without thinking of Pat McAfee now.
What?
I've watched his show and he just starts going into Austin voice now and again.
Oh,
hell yeah, gonna have a couple of beers tonight. What?
I don't watch his show. Is he funny?
He's really funny. I didn't like him at first. I thought he was obnoxious, and then you realise he's just been a bit stupid.
That works.
As a shoe listing, when you take a some bitch like me and stick me in a corporate setting, it takes me a while to adjust.
Oh, listen, let me tell you something.
I'm from the island, okay? It takes me a while to learn Santander.
No, it's not even that. It's just like sometimes you just have to get over it. Where you're like, okay.
Bite your tongue, swallow your pride.
Yeah, you're like, I have to just get myself.
Has Austin got a beer in his back pocket? He has, yeah.
He absolutely does.
Drinking on the job.
Is that we were saying, let's see, we've got to watch next week when he goes to Titan Towers and he starts hosting board meetings.
Not board meetings.
I'm going to have to go and record all this because there are so many meme potentials from this.
I mean, I think one good thing about this time was that they were at an all-time high for just you could say whatever you wanted. So if it was, there's a lot of funny stuff happening. That was good.
Gaga, as Pat Patterson would say.
Is that what you
Oh my God, we need the Gaga and the boo-boo.
What?
It's quite funny. It's an hour and a half show and we're 26 minutes in and we've seen zero
It's
wrestling.
only 26 minutes in. Half.
But the thing is, when you're over, nobody cares.
True. You know what? I feel like AEW could do with giving a little bit more time to their champions and just because, I think I've seen the amount of TV time that Thunder Rosa got. She's had less than 30 minutes of TV time on Rampage and Dynamite since she became the champion. And it's just
Has she?
Something that
I think Thunder Rosa and Hangman have both been booked woefully since becoming champions.
No, honestly, it's really sad because I think Thunder Rosa, I had a lot of high hopes for her, but just her title reign has been very underwhelming.
I'm guessing,
But
right? I've not seen the baby. Did she beat Serena Deeb?
No, it's not her fault.
Yeah.
No, that's
and
what I'm saying.
it was a really good match. It was the best women's match on the card. I mean, you expect it to be.
Was there any other women's match? Oh, yeah. Jade and Anna. Sorry, forgot. That one went long too.
And there was even Paige Van Zandt and Tay Conti were in the mixed
mixed tag.
I don't want to watch anything with Sammy Guevara.
No, I mean he full on kicks Tay in the face accidentally.
That was the best part of the match.
That was enjoyable, yeah.
Who were the heels? Who were the baby faces?
Well, who the fuck knows?
Well, I think only people's hatred for Sammy and Ty could make Dan Lambert a babyface. It is.
How bad does that?
Wild.
Either they've been booked, or B, as people, they have so misread the room.
Not as people.
No, I'm saying, as in like the book TK.
Yeah.
No one likes a woman who openly admits that she has sexual intercourse with other humans.
What?
That's what I'm saying. It's true, isn't it? That's why people hate them. Oh my God, you're a woman and you're openly admitting that you're.
I don't think so. I think it was just the way.
I just sit in my mum's basement and think about.
No, stop. I don't think that's it. I think like for it's just like the like.
It was too much.
Too much, too soon. It's just in your face all the time. I think that's why people are having the reaction that they're having. I don't think it's about anyone's previous history. I mean, also, we've said it a million times, like, I think, was it 3 months prior to them coming out as a couple that, like, Sammy had just proposed to his girlfriend of, like, 9 years or something crazy. Yeah, in the middle of the ring at a show in their hometown. Yep. So, yeah, I think that's all it is.
To be honest, I've never connected with Sammy Guevara outside of the ring. Everything he does inside of the ring is phenomenal. But I think, like I've always said, like his cue card shit, fucking stupid. I think it's really, really, really dumb.
Hunter's put in a match now as well. Well, you know, Steve. A cast match.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, you know, Steve, I've never been in a cast because I'm so manly. I don't break bones, break hearts.
A lot going on, guys.
So Stone Cold, this is basically like the old, what became the 20-minute opening Raw promos, right? Where the guy comes out and sets the table for everything. But this is, we're at 30, 22, 23, 24. And Stone Cold's announcing all the matches for the night.
Yeah. That's how they planned ahead of time. Because if Stone Cold never came out, what was Vince planning to do for the night? Who knows?
Only God knows.
You think about it, it's very lucky that this situation happened, or we'd have an hour worth of Raw and no matches.
He did us a favor.
Yeah, I would say so.
I just imagine it in modern times, people would be just complaining on Twitter saying, obviously, it wouldn't even be happening because, you know, the shares that I would have to go through and be approved, and the publicly traded company, why are they lying? This is disgraceful.
This is the thing, like, it's the same with it. Okay, it's not the same, but like with this, like Naomi Sasha stuff and this MJF stuff, like everyone seems to think, like on social media, that they just know everything about what's going on. I'm like, with this MJF stuff, he's been announced for Dynamite. I'm like, cool. I don't give a shit if it was a work, if it was a shoot, if it was a shoot that turned into work. I don't care. I'm just going to watch the show and get entertainment because MJF's fucking brilliant at what he does. But
are they in California tonight? I think they're making their California debut.
Are they?
Oh, LA. Cool. Yeah, they're in LA tonight. You're right.
So I imagine MJF will be even more hated by by the
I'm
crowd,
sure.
right?
But I mean,
because he's a northeast person, isn't he? It's like other ends of the. No.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I think he'll make anybody hate him. So he'll probably he'll get on. He'll bury LA. He'll bury their sports teams. That's just the usual.
Oh, look at that! It's a briefcase full of cold beer.
It better be a refrigerated briefcase. My take on it is that it's weird because he showed up at the match, and even Jack, your response was like they worked us all, but I don't think that they did. I think this issue that MJF has is legit.
Oh, I think the gripe's completely legitimate.
So
I think he was clearly pissed off in the week, and they thought if he was put in an environment where he would be at a fan fest, he'd probably say something that might go over even his line. So just don't risk him.
And the thing is as well, even if he was doing something like this as a work, what you don't do is you don't no-show a fan meet and greet where people have literally paid $100 to come and meet you.
Platform.
That's not how you do a work. Whatever. I mean, we know that MJF is probably one of the most kayfabe wrestlers around today, right?
I don't think there's anyone more kayfabe than.
I don't think
he is kayfabe online, in person.
Kayfabe, brother.
It's alive and well, thanks to MJF. He
has an ongoing feud with his parents just to maintain kayfabe.
Exactly. She's almost busted up in radio, ain't she? That mum and dad and slaughter how bad a son he is. It's tremendous. When you get your parents to chime in as well. Listen, have you gone and put your ring light on?
It looks bad.
No, have you?
Huh? No, I just moved to the counter.
All right.
Yeah.
Good
lighting. It all right?
Is it the golden hour?
Fan lighting.
I look a little tan here. No, because I was sitting in the window and I was literally looking like a freaking ghost. It's hard, guys. It's overcast right now.
You've got two very white men to help you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Contrast.
I'm normally extremely pasty. We actually get a rare bit of color when it's this sunny this time of year.
I know. I don't think anyone knows this, but I'm actually brown. It's usually just the light always makes me look so much
JJ
lighter.
and I were playing soccer earlier.
Soccer?
It was 29 degrees.
Whoa, burning.
JJ, can we discuss your goalkeeping? Horrendous error.
Wait, are you a keeper?
No, we swapped.
He definitely isn't a goalkeeper
throughout the game. I massively fucked up and let Jack score the only goal that he was going to score. When I was out of goal, I actually played pretty well considering I've not kicked a ball in 2 months.
You're very good up front, yeah.
But in net, I did not do the job.
Not the job.
Beautiful outside of the boot pass to set up my pal for the equaliser. Loved that. Picked him out.
What a guy.
I know. Most people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? What does that mean? Well, I'm sorry.
Nobody watches anyway. We're just doing this for our own amusement.
This is just for us, guys.
Let's be honest. If we don't have channel this year, we just bore our partners or our friends or other group chats with stuff, and nobody's interested.
No one cares.
Well, I was telling Lorraine about something, and she was like, "I do," they just don't care. I think I might be telling her something about Danielson. It's like, I don't give a shit.
It's okay, guys.
Yeah. I think I was watching the clip of the meme and just going, I'm gonna kick his fucking head in. It's like 2006 Danielson. What?
I hope that we all get to go to a live show together at some point.
We will.
Cardiff at the Castle. Wait. Have you ever been to Wales?
I've never been to Wales. All the times I've been to the
You're
UK,
not
I've never
missing
been to
anything. I'd spent a week there. Treasure, you probably followed me in. I did the first Welsh Open sponsored snooker there for Bet Victor.
Oh no, when I did it, we never had the Welsh Open. We had the Scottish, Northern Irish, and the English.
Well, that one, the Welsh Open was when Ronnie hit a 146 because he missed one of the blacks. He went for a pink on purpose because he heard that it was only $5,000 for a 147.
Yep.
And then went out in the press conference afterwards and said, "Fuck you" to the sponsors.
Whoa!
Also, right set of wankers.
Good times. The first event I ever did, Ronnie showed up and said, "The place smells like shit. I don't know why the sponsors have chosen this venue." I think maybe he just doesn't like Bet Victor.
But we were at the Motorpoint Arena, which is not very pleasant.
No, I mean this was
Cardiff.
this was the English Open in Crawley of all places.
Crawley, wow.
Yeah.
Guys, please do not put us off of Wales.
Wales is a beautiful place.
This is
Does
breaking
anyone
down
speak
already.
Welsh, like outside? Is it like
Michael Hayes with his walking stick.
oh
What were you
my
asking this?
I will say this.
What were you asking?
No, I was saying like
up.
just like I obviously like just I watched The Crown and I know that it was like a big deal for like the Prince of Wales to like take Welsh lessons
Mm-hmm.
from
His head
hell.
off.
I know, Lex. I know, I saw it.
But if you're in Wales, like people aren't speaking Welsh all the time. Like
Yeah,
it's kind of like being in, well, I guess kind of like being in Quebec. Like the road signs are all 50-50 Welsh and English. But
okay, got
if
it.
you go in and have a conversation with someone, everyone can speak English. And actually, Welsh is kind of dying out a little bit. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Just
you.
because there's no use for it outside of Wales.
Yeah. No, I mean it sucks, but it's like that's evolution.
It's the same as a lot of countries in like smaller countries, like in Scandinavia and stuff. Like a lot of the kids now just learn English, and like some of these like languages that are only used in a small Scandinavian country just aren't really learned, because it's like what is the point of learning this when it has no value to me down the line, you know?
Can I tell you, in Cape Verde, Scandinavia is top tier. My grandpa, Lopsh, he's 94, love him. He describes Scandinavia as the most civilized place in the world.
He's top of all the charts in terms of like
Yeah.
standard of
Quality of
living
life,
and happiness and
That's
quality
what
of life.
when they say civilized, that's what they mean. Like you can have a nice job, a nice family, a nice home, you know, and still be able to travel and like do
But
this.
you'll freeze your tits off there. It's very,
a little
very
chilly.
cold.
It's a little chilly.
And you're there
but-
with a hoodie on now, and you're in Miami in June.
I know. It's okay. I mean, I'm always cold, so.
You could just turn the aircon
Look
off
at Ken
and then
Shamrock,
take
by the way.
hoodie off
Kenny
and
is ripped.
saves money on hoodies and aircon.
I mean, that would defeat the purpose. It's actually funny because like everyone here, like.
Wait,
you
who's from
see us-
Boston? Listen, where's that?
Oh, Boston, my town.
That's what I'm saying.
Old North Church, that's downtown. A lot of important revolutionary meetings happened there when we were leaving you guys in the dust.
Who's you guys?
All right.
You Brits.
Oh, not the Confederate people, no.
No, we won't talk about them. They were still with us back then. And then
Anyway, you've overlooked my previous comment. Look at Ken Shamrock here.
ripped.
What a
shredded.
sexy bastard.
Reminds me of
Union.
that rough guy that we used to know.
Russ did look Russ was about taller. Russ was about 6'3".
But also, the Big Show was, as Peter would say, on a good shape here too.
On a
He
good
was
shape.
on a good shape.
Lissy, you are looking on a good shape at the minute, man. Thank you.
No, Peter loves that. He'll say like on a good shape or on a bad shape.
Right.
So it depends.
I'm on a bad shape. You know, I spent the last since I got back from the UK, I spent the last 2 weeks on pretty much a carb-free diet, and then I weighed in and I'd put on 5 pounds, and I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, I ate so
What
well.
are you doing?
I was hitting the gym. I barely had a drink. I mean, I'm drinking beer now, but honestly, I had like one bottle of wine in 2 weeks. And Nicole's like, oh my God, I lost like 6 pounds. How did you do? I put on 5 pounds. What the hell? We eat the same food.
I'm pretty sure I posted this exact same Ric Flair meme yesterday, actually, on Instagram.
You know what though? But usually it's the other way around, because usually like the guy loses so much weight and like we have, you know, the struggle of like trying to lose 1 pound. So sorry, JJ, don't feel bad.
I think
for you.
it's just like your body, like how your body reacts to stuff. Like if she puts the effort in and the work in, like she will do it.
Yeah.
What
would Cody say? Do the
my
work.
My body just does not respond. Like I can eat like shit and not exercise and I'll stay about the same, and I can eat really well and exercise and I'll stay about the same.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, buddy.
it's what it is. I'll just be chunky for the rest of my life.
At least you have a hot wife.
Yep.
I'm married JJ, right?
It's like, have you
I have to turn it. Are there any people who object to this? Yeah, she's far too good looking for him. Come on, girl.
Do you guys follow Carl Anderson? I don't know why I have a hard time saying his name. He like always like
I used to, and then he got a bit annoying. Yeah, the hot Asian wife. Yeah,
like
she's stunning as well. To be fair to him.
Yeah, like he totally.
They have 4 boys, right?
4 boys.
Kind of bugs me that he always refers to her as Asian. Like, that's not like, okay. I mean, I'm sure she's fine with it.
I'm pretty sure
like,
she finds it.
I would never walk around going, "Oh, my hot black wife" or "my hot African wife." Like, it's just weird, isn't it?
I mean, that would sound really weird.
That's not her
Hey, Jack,
identifying.
get a load of my hot black wife there. Sorry, what?
Yeah, but do you know what though?
My hot
Honestly,
Irish missus.
it's a little hard to explain because like I feel like the palette in Europe is a little different for it, but in the US, like things are just so racial that he's like, oh, look at my hot Asian wife, because it's like it's kind of like
because it's different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, oh, my hot Spanish wife, my hot black wife, my hot whatever. Like that's a big deal. Because realistically, if you look at like a guy like Carl Anderson, you're just assuming that he's married to like his high school sweetheart from, whatever town that they grew up in. So got his hot Asian wife. They met in Vegas or wherever they met, and they have 4 beautiful boys. So he's showing her off.
So Ken Shamrock has just challenged Vince to a match.
Oh my God, Vince loves it. He's like, the swallow.
The intensity of Shamrock. How is he never like world champion? He's so fucking good.
Unreliable. JR was head of talent relations at this time. On his podcast, he said, "We love Kenny. Kenny liked the ladies. Kenny liked the nightlife. And when he no-showed 1 event, that's okay. When he no-showed 2, okay. And then when he no-shows 3 or 4, A, we have to find him, but B, we are not going to put him in a position on the card where if you are the face of the company, you can't be doing that."
Oh, hold on. Riddle's tag team champion. Priest has been US champion recently, and they spend all their time having threesomes in strip clubs, no?
The comments of John Jacobs don't reflect the views of myself, Lissy Almeida, or Mainly Wrestling Limited. Just want to put that.
I mean, that's the fallout from Twitter.
Allegedly, John is the word you.
Allegedly.
Thank you very much. Says the lawyers getting involved, as it did with Bet Victor. Alan, you won.
I'm just here. I'm really just here.
But the thing is, as well, Stone Cold. If you look at the numbers, Stone Cold would do every town at this point. And they tried to like get him to have time off, and he told JR. I'm sorry, Steph is a bit hot here. I feel like a pervert knowing she's 22, but thinking she's very pretty.
Well, it's just the way that they have her, like almost no makeup.
The all-American girl, right, Lissy?
But like, why can't they put a tighter top on her? She looks like she's wearing her mom's shirt.
She'd yet to have the those shoes are God.
Dreadful.
45-year-old Stepford Wife shoes.
The skirt as well, to be fair. I mean, the whole outfit.
The skirt is
everything.
She's doing an apprenticeship in a library. She's been dressed as like the geeky one in a teenage like American film. Look at that nerd with the books in the corner.
Oh God! And then they set up this storyline with her and Tess.
He got down on one knee to ask for a date.
Look at Vince. Vince did the Mourinho before it was a thing. Oh, no, it's the Mike Feeler, isn't it?
There's just so
much. A lot of people, I say a lot of people, the 9 people who are watching this, well, have no idea who Mike Feeler is.
That's fine. I don't even know who that is.
I can't believe I got to wear a guest.
Exceptional stuff.
Get off me. I don't need no guest. My leg's hard enough.
China was looking impeccable here.
You know what else is hard? She was looking. So you see that there's a big sign that came zoomed in there, Horny 316.
They would never zoom in. First of all, they would take that sign away from you today.
I'm trying to read some more signs. That sucky DX jersey was everywhere this time. The NFL type jersey.
Oh, yeah.
It's unreal how X-Pac went from so over here to getting X-Pac heat in 2001. And then he became a porn star. So, you know.
Not everyone becomes a porn star, Jack.
I know, but I time it so that I know when to clip up Lissy's facial reactions. 47:32. That was.
Well, okay. Well, actually, I mean, unintentionally, I hope he did become one.
I've got a photo of them two at a bar from like 2006. It's like, guys, go and speak to someone.
So there was I don't know if this show played in the UK at the time, but we had a show called the Surreal Life or something. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was the Surreal Life. And like they would have like celebrities go on and they live in a house together and there was like a lot of drama. So China was on that show, and then at one point Sean Waltman showed up to the house of the show, and like it was just so uncomfortable to watch. It was clear that they were both.
You know what else is uncomfortable to watch?
Issues. What?
Have you seen
One Night in China?
I was going to say, JJ, have you seen Raw this week?
I hate you guys.
Also, just to say, just being in one video, I don't think that makes you a star.
I think it does make you a star because it was viral.
China, I've seen a meme of her dressed up as like the Incredible Hulk for some porn.
Okay.
Cosplay.
Okay, so we can address it now that we're here. So China did do additional pornographic films after the One Night in China. She she had, I think it was like She-Hulk or something. She did a few series as that.
Or something. Lissy knows.
And
Lissy knows.
Were they good?
I don't know if they were good, honestly. It's just, you know what, guys? It sucks, and like, let's just bring it back. Because
whoa. No, let's not shame sex workers.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't want it to be that way, because I think she was just in a really dark place, and obviously, like, mental health is a big, thing in my life, and I think she was just in a bad place. She was trying to make money, and she was kind of lost, and it really showed. Like, you go from being like the top, like one of the most recognizable people on the planet, and then WWE threw her out on her ear, and she needed to continue to stay relevant, make money, and she's not the only one who ended up there. Sonny did too.
It was really weird when Triple H said in an interview a few years ago, saying, why wasn't she in the Hall of Fame? Well, I've got to explain to my kids one day. And it just saves a lot of questions like, what?
I mean, you still got to explain to one day. It's on Google, mate.
Yeah.
When they go back and they watch Dad's old wrestling career, and he says, oh, you were with China for a while. Okay. Joni, Laura. Oh, Dad.
Yeah. That was fun.
It was, self-interest.
Well, I think it's also like, sorry, not for nothing, but like it's weird because like Sean Waltman is, part of the clique. They're all like, best friends, the four of them. And like, I don't know. I would feel a way if one of my like best friends was dating my ex. I don't care who it is or what the circumstances were, but to each his own.
There's a guy at work I really don't like, who's younger than me and tries to be my boss.
Shelley.
And I won't name him, but I call him the boy wonder all the time. And
you basically just did.
And what's that, JJ?
Does his name begin with an S and end in a Y? No. Okay, crack on.
Who the hell's that?
Who cares? Keep going.
I don't work with Shelley. I don't even speak to him at work.
Oh, okay. I don't know who's on your team.
He seems a nice guy.
Can't be Tom. Tom's too nice.
This is so funny. Oh my god.
Anyway, I call him the boy wonder, and I've just realised why I call it him. Because I used to call it Shane McMahon.
I love
the
the Mean Street
Stooges.
Posse. Absolutely love the Mean Street Posse.
First of all,
why are Patterson and Briscoe baby faces here? How have they turned?
Why the hell not?
It's the Senior Stooges versus the Junior Stooges. Come on.
Pat's dye job here is tremendous, by the way. That's the type of blonde I'm looking for Lissy this summer.
Oh shut up.
I want the full AA drip. I want the big glasses. I want the sovereign. I want the little.
If you don't do it for anything else, do it to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee.
You know what? I don't need any other reason. No, it's funny because I had dinner with one of my girlfriends last week, and I love my friends who just like call me out on stuff. I was like, yeah, I need to like do my hair. It's like in a weird spot. It's like half black, half brown. She's like, yeah, I was gonna ask you like what's going on with it, and I'm like, way to put me on the spot. I don't know. I need to decide. I need to go one way or the other. It's just kind of like, I don't know. Let's see how we do.
Go blonde. Blondes have more fun.
I know. Blonde for summer is the
look at
vibe.
Pat Patterson there. Tell me blondes don't have more fun.
Pat Patterson is the supreme blonde.
Tell you what, Gerald Briscoe is having a whale of a time as well. So
there's The Rock, who's becoming the guy here. Where in June the 7th, 1999, The Rock is evolving into the great one.
So maybe I missed this, but like obviously The Rock has like the Bob Orton cast going. Why is Triple H getting a cast on his leg?
So he saw because Stone Cold's in charge now. Puppies. That he made the union be able to choose their matches for the night.
Yeah.
So the Big Show, I think it's the Big Show. No, the Stone Cold, just because I said, because The Rock has a cast. Triple H, you're going to have one as well, and you're going to have a cast match.
Deborah.
Please, Lissy, can we get a word on Deborah's eyebrows?
Shut up. So actually,
very much of the time, right?
These 90s brows were painful.
Full to within an inch of her life. And so high.
These were dark times for brows. Like I always say, like late 90s, early 2000s, like when I first started doing my eyebrows, they were lines on my face. Lines. Probably worse than this.
I love puppies.
I love this entrance theme. This was
one like, yeah, this was peak 99 entrance. I used to have my own little disco ball and play this.
Not a disco ball. Wait, did you have a lava lamp in your room? Like, did you grow up in the early 2000s?
I had no lava lamp.
I had a lava lamp.
JJ, right here. Come on. We're always.
It was like a mini disco ball. I'd go around and I would play this. I'd turn the lights off, play it.
Was it a strobe light?
Time.
Did it play like different colors? Because I have one of those too.
For this?
Did it have like different? It wasn't like it was like a strobe light. It wasn't like a disco ball. It wasn't silver. It just played.
The black ball with
it
the
had like blue, red, green.
Yeah. I know the one you mean.
Oh my god, I love those. My sister had one.
Yeah, I had a job interview today, and they said, "Would you be alright with spreadsheets?" I said, "Look, I'm a spreadsheet nerd. I played Football Manager as a kid and watched wrestling. I wasn't going out, you know."
Are you kidding me? I tried to make a Google doc.
Going out drinking. I was just.
I tried to make a Google sheet to organise us so that we could, know what dates we were working and know what shows we were watching, and you just never looked at it.
Sorry, JJ, we've all got busy lives, and some of us cancel now and again.
We're just so old. I feel like once you're like over 30, Excel is like your best friend. Like if you work in like any type of corporate setting. 830
subscribers now on the old YouTube, thanks to
And what are we doing for 1,000?
Waiting for 1,000? I don't know.
Well, we should. I think
Who's going to get to 1,000?
I feel like it's going to be something with me. Go ahead. What's the
I think
stipulation?
We should do like some kind of live stream where we don't watch anything. We just chat shit and drink a lot of alcohol.
What? You mean what we do every week?
No, we don't do that every week.
634 followers on Instagram now.
We're here, guys. It's happening.
And I think there's 9,000 on Facebook. So thank you all for following and subscribing. But
Facebook,
really, it was a wrestling memes page I had already that I flipped around.
Who's that guy? What is his name again?
Chadwick Jones III or something.
This is for you, Chadwick.
No, this isn't for you, Chadwick. Oh, right. Oh, that is.
This is for you.
Take your gun and shove it right up your candy air.
Fucking guy.
Because that guy definitely owns a gun or two.
this fucking guy, right?
No, that guy definitely. He needs some help.
When does TK admit that he is on the spectrum?
It's on the spectrum.
As autism, yeah.
Oh my god!
At the same time.
Because like the way he's able to reel off the dates like that, like I'm good with dates and like wrestling history.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
Maybe he practiced. Go ahead, JJ. Jack,
I'll be back
maybe
I will be back in 1 minute.
maybe he just practiced. Maybe he ran his lines. You should see me. You should see me before a presser, or you should see me before I have to do like that sort of thing. I have like the most ridiculous notes in front of me, and I'm just like reading, and maybe that's what he does.
Do you know what I used to do for a living?
Huh?
Do you know what I used to do for a living?
I'm just saying, like,
I used to go on the TV and talk about the latest odds, and I would spend the time cramming. No, I'd spend the time beforehand reading the notes on a pad going 4-1, 5-1. But TK is there for 2 hours at this press dealer, no notes. Somebody messaged him on Twitter in the week. Oh, not the tombstone, not on the chair. Oh, he dead. But someone asked him saying, "Did you go on to the ECW show in '97 from the Days Inn Hotel in Philadelphia?" Oh, Big Show trying to run.
Yeah, painful.
And he said, "Oh yeah, that was Jericho's last 2 appearances in ECW. He wrestled. So and so happened on day 1. I wore a Taz shirt, and then I wore a Sabu shirt, and then on the Sunday he wrestled 2 Cold Scorpio, and I had a Taz shirt on. Like these are 2 random dates in April '97."
So I will say this though, and I actually think that's pretty cool because like my best friend, like we go to like every single wrestling show together. The shows I go to Florida.
Give him a shout out.
Who, Duran? I give him a shout out all the time. We always do. Duran, I miss you. Because like he goes to all of the shows with me outside of Florida, and it's like
wait. See this guy who carries around his own belt?
Yes. His memory is crazy where like he'll be like, oh, remember when we saw this and that? And I'm like, dude, I literally cannot retain that sort of knowledge. Like I'm there, I'm present, I'm in the moment. And then kind of like afterward, I don't remember what I wore. I don't remember whatever. But also like in the late 90s, like you're thinking about like TK, ultra rich, being able to go to like those sort of shows and no one knows who you are. Like how cool is that? And just be like a regular wrestling fan.
I think it's so cool that his dad at that time has his own engineering company, and he's now a multi-billionaire. But his son, all he wants to do as a 14-year-old kid is go and watch wrestling. So I'm going to take him to the shows. Like as a parent, I think that's so cool. And I know like the money's irrelevant. It was his son's biggest passion. JJ, put some pants on, man. I don't want to see those pasty legs. Are you
wearing boxers?
You're muted, son.
John Jacobs.
John, those legs. Come on, buddy.
I'm wearing some very short shorts.
So like this summer, there's like a thing. I don't know if it's reached Gibraltar yet, but it's called like Hoochie Daddy shorts. Maybe it's just with us.
Whoa. 1 second. Hoochie Daddy.
Yeah. So it's Hoochie Daddy shorts. They're like super short.
Is this a new take on Hoochie Mama?
Yeah.
You're saying I'm on trend accidentally?
You barely.
Story of your life, JJ.
You're almost there. But yeah, Hoochie Daddy shorts. JJ, you are right there. Be careful. I'm gonna call Nicole.
I'm all there for Deborah's outfit here today.
I am a daddy.
What is she wearing?
And what isn't she wearing? This is a WWF Women's title match in a bikini contest.
No. She said that she has 30 days to defend her title. So she's going to pass on Nicole Bass's challenge, but she'll challenge her to the bikini contest. And if Nicole Bass wins, then she'll fight her next.
Is that a jacket?
It's a jacket with a bikini
that jacket's
underneath.
Pretty hard. I would wear that as a dress now.
Listen, let's see. Have you ever had some Chef Boyardee ravioli? Can you give us the lowdown?
Yes, but actually, so my youngest sister used to love ravioli. My favorite was beefaroni. They cost like at the time, I'm pretty sure it cost like 25 cents a can. It was like really inexpensive. We would get off the bus. We would go straight home. I'd pick up my 2 little sisters off the bus. And my parents, they worked like 2 jobs growing up forever. So like, you know, the older ones, we always took care of the little ones. We would heat up ravioli, beefaroni. That was like our dinner all the time. So it actually isn't that
what
bad.
is beefaroni? Is it the same but just with beef
It's
in the
like
middle?
noodles. Yeah, exactly. It's just like macaroni noodles with like meat. It's, I mean, you just throw it on the stove, 5 minutes. It's ready to go.
25 cents though. That must be some terrible, terrible meat.
Oh, I'm sure we're gonna like die early because of it.
We can make up for it now.
Wait, what is happening on this screen right now?
It's the bikini contest.
I'm not mad at her robe, I'm not gonna lie.
Nicole's.
Yeah. The king is just like in element. Look at him.
He loves this shit.
This is your cue to like do like a creepy.
Deborah and Stone Cold together in real life now?
Yeah, so it's 1989, so I think this was around the time that they got married. So yes, they were.
I see.
I believe she was.
She's already basically unveiled her bikini.
You could almost see it, but yeah, she was already divorced, I believe, at this time from Steve Mongo McMichael at the time. If you remember, she came from WCW.
McMichael.
So he was a football player on the Chicago Bears. He joined WCW. He was actually one of the 4 horsemen on a lot of like the Russell Watch pages, which, I mean, God bless Mongo. I know he has, I think it's ALS. I don't want to say it wrong. I think he has ALS or something like that. Like he's actually really ill right now. But Deborah was married to him. They both went to WCW. He was in the Horsemen, and they actually had like a pretty good run there. And I liked Mongo at the time. He did. He wrestled. We're going to use that term a little loosely. Jack will come on and chime, but he also had a lot of spots as an announcer, which was pretty cool too. What?
Isn't
Jack,
ALS what? Isn't ALS what everyone did the ice bucket challenge for?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Good.
But also,
this is you have one of these bikinis.
Yeah, I do, because Deborah's my goals, because like look at Deborah, she's 39 years old here. Just the original no kids bad bee.
No kids bad bee. That has to be your burner account on Twitter somewhere.
I know, right? I need to use that.
Where you're just slagging off all these people. I mean, like today, our evening has been meal prepping for the next 2 days, making bottles, doing washing. Finally sat down and had tea about 10:10 after having done cleaning after football.
How embarrassing must it be to get your kit off, stand in a bikini in front of a crowd of like 10,000?
I couldn't do it.
Jizz-ready adolescents.
Bostonians.
and they go, boo, your tits aren't good enough for me.
I couldn't do it. Don't talk about the Bostonians. I'm actually like shocked that I missed that this was in Boston at the beginning.
Well, they did mention it, and I was kind of waiting for you to mention it and allude to a
You
few
know
Boston
why?
facts.
It's because in the beginning we were like chatting a lot of shit about the Double or Nothing, so we had to like get on.
What's the deal with their eye? Does anyone know? Like, it feels like one of their eyes are like dodgy. Anyone know the deal with that? I mean,
you know what though? From the neck down, Nicole Bass looks amazing.
She's in an unreal shape.
Oh, King's happy with the little pecker there.
Unreal shape.
I mention every week, I love Jeff Jarrett's podcast. I have no idea. You look at him here in June 1999, and how on earth would he be pushed as the guy in WCW the year after? I just don't get it.
Trash mid-carder. This is why I give
Jack.
Yes, darling.
You are applying too much logic.
He was pals with Russo. That was it.
Yeah, that's it. Simple.
I think Stone Cold. Somebody else said broke 1,000 guitars, never drew a dime.
It's what put me off TNA, to be honest, because like he was the big deal. And I was like,
I did like him.
He was fucking
drawn TNA.
He made himself as champion for the first like 3 or 4 years.
He was the top guy for so long, and I was like, why would I watch this? Because if that's their top guy, and he was like nothing in WWF when I was watching, why would I spend my time watching that?
Yeah, but okay, so hold on. So when they started TNA, obviously, like he and his father, Jerry Jarrett, started the company. And then of course, like they needed funding, blah blah. They brought in Dixie
We've got
Carter.
to do a show on Dixie at some stage, yeah.
We don't have enough time. Actually,
hold on. The transphobe is getting angry. Let's watch this.
Oh, sorry. Go on. Okay. Sorry.
What's getting angry?
The transphobe.
Who's the transphobe?
Valvino.
Is he?
Keep up, guys.
Not you.
Not me.
Sis took her shoes off.
Oh, I think I read, right. He says some stupid things on Facebook, right?
He does that a lot.
Does he?
Anyway, where are we?
Funny? Where did he end up? I haven't heard from Val Venus in a really long time, and I actually haven't even caught.
You do not need
too busy appealing against people who, he's probably with the anti-abortion people in the South somewhere.
This is for y'all. This is my thing of the day. So I was watching one of those Winston Churchill.
More rights than women in America, yeah, shambles.
Well, what was it? I'll have to look it up. I can't remember which Winston Churchill movie I was watching the other day, but
before you go into that, can we track this GTV? Because
what? I'm sorry.
Oh.
What are we watching?
And now I'm going to ask you.
3 women in a changing room.
Oh, is this when they formed the PMS?
PMS, Pretty Mean Sisters.
The heck? Is this like a handicap bathroom? That's what they used to call it at the time, a handicap.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it is. That's Jacqueline. That's Terry. Who's
and Ryan Shamrock.
Ryan Shamrock.
Come on.
I think Ryan Shamrock was 17 here as well.
She wasn't 17.
The Dudley Boys mentioned it on a podcast in the week. JJ.
No, I thought she was like 20. I thought she was a little older than that.
What was that?
Oh, let this run.
The Dudley Boys discussed it in the week about Ryan Shamrock being 17.
I just googled Val Venus controversy.
Jack, will you dress like this on Halloween? Do you have Halloween in Gibraltar?
It's not like a third world. Bring the hose out.
What kind of question is that, Licky?
Oh my lord. Oh, can I use the word skanky for the first go?
Let's rank
Can we rank
the right now.
Should we go through and watch 1999 and Lissy could be whole rankings?
So who are the top 3 hoes here? Just
the girl there with like the grey booty shorts. She's hot. The Magnificent Seven hoes. Oh, Kevin Dunn getting the, I'm just gonna, okay, no.
See, like that outfit, I would put that out, though.
I like,
wow, that was an interesting re-entrance.
It's just so, I'm going to stop carrying that because I feel dirty.
Don't feel dirty.
Like, the camera, the underskirt stuff is just,
the
it's so seedy.
Okay, so actually, you know what's funny?
Can you imagine, like, if you are watching this with your 7-year-old, 8-year-old son, how would you explain this?
Oh, these are ladies that he likes, and
Daddy's got them hoes. Yes, he does.
They have a nice time together. So I would say the grey
and the
dress.
dancing.
The grey dress is the best outfit here. The grey dress.
Let's see. Can you rank the hoes, please? Can we get a top 3?
I actually like the girl in the orange because I like her outfit.
I'm not for the fake boobs myself, but
I'm with the 2 pieces, so I like that. The red is not really doing a lot for me. I do like the gray because she has, she leaves something for the imagination.
I like the grey one piece.
The grey dress is in the top 3. Booty shorts girl is number 1, and you can
with the white top.
Yeah. Nice bit of subtlety.
And here comes an ass man. I'm sure he'll be happy with what he sees in the ring. Anyway, I was just saying, I googled Val Venus controversy, the top result on Google. In January 2021, Morley, Val Venus's real name, was temporarily banned from Twitter for violating their child sexual exploitation policy after posting a photo which he claimed showed Hunter Biden having sex with Malia Obama. He also claimed that 2020 President-elect Joe Biden is a pedophile. There we go. That's where he's at.
A lot going on. Okay, thank you. Thanks for the update.
That's your social media update by John Jacobs. You can find him at John Jacobs 1989 on Twitter. Send all your hate mail there accordingly. Lissy, Winston Churchill films. Talk to me.
Bring it.
Oh, so in the film, God, I think it's Darkest Hour. That's what it's called. I don't know if you've seen it. But like at one point in the movie,
I don't watch films. I've got ADHD. Carry on.
His secretary was like, Mr. Churchill, the photo is great, but he had saw like this V for victory and he wanted to do it in a picture. And he did this in the picture. So it's kind of like they're like, oh, what does it mean? He's like, you can tell me what it means. I've been to like a prison camp in South Africa. And she's like, it means up your bum, sir. He's like, and he thought it was hilarious. So like ever since then I've been doing it like incessantly.
People think Lissy's just lost her mind. That was like that got lost in translation somewhere. That was going to be a back body drop or something else.
The hoes are loving it.
I can't get over JR's line. The Magnificent Seven hoes is just
this Magnificent
world
Seven
class. And he would do he'd do a lot of these lines like really subtly, low key, get them in.
Because we're only seeing from behind on the hard cam, the one with the tutu. I'm a fan.
I can't.
Nice outfit.
Is it like bunny things on? Yeah, not for.
So
who the hell is that running down?
It's Road Dog.
So
and he's all white. Pampanda Slam.
Did they have like? I feel like the two of them, like I really loved them together. But like in this time as like singles competitors, they're like against each other. It's like if it's flowing, just let it flow.
Big leg drop.
I mean, I feel like both of them just got over from their catchphrases and absolutely zero from like their in-ring.
It is unreal
and that's
what
not
you
me
can do once you're over.
Neither of them are, I'm not saying either of them are terrible in ring or anything, but neither of them are going to be, world champion level ever, were they?
Yeah, but they needed each other. Like they fed off of each other really well. So it's like, why did we separate them?
It's funny because you got the other tag teams that were, up and coming at this time. Obviously, the Dudleys weren't here yet, but you've got Edge and Christian, both of whom became world champions.
Oh my God, what is going on here?
And Jeff was world champion. Hardy was a singles champion in different places, and it was a singles champion in WWE, even not world champion. So,
what are we watching?
The Godfather is getting paid to do this on TV.
I know, good for him.
Oh my God! Let me track this because this is draws. This is one of his last few appearances before bad things happen.
Go ahead.
I love watching Michael Cole from 20 years ago. It's fantastic. Oh no, Albert just thrown up.
What do you think? Let's go.
Oh Lord.
Hardcore matchup. Draw snow next. That's sick.
Do you know why? Because have you ever seen? You guys have obviously seen. On the mat. He's gonna puke. Vince is a weird bloke.
I don't.
Yeah, I think. I mean, that's just nasty. But I mean, it's really unfortunate what happened to Draws because.
For sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, like you just obviously like he's an athlete his whole life, and then just comes into wrestling, breaks into the business. Paralyzed. He's still in a wheelchair today.
And I think it's really sad. For D'Lo as well, because he was never really the same, and he by all accounts he was one of the best, competent, safest workers out there. Took great bumps, people have said like he just wasn't the same because it was the guilt on him. And Droz has said, I don't blame him at all. Freak accident could have any time, but when you've done that to someone who's put their life in your hands, effectively, that must be a bit.
Yeah, and I think like just honestly, you look at people at this level, right? That they're getting paid a lot of money to do this job. I don't know how much they were getting paid back then, but today they're getting paid a lot of money to do that.
They're doing
this job. They're doing okay.
Charles, by the way, beautiful man.
Wonderful man, right? I think about all of the people working on like the indie circuit, and I'm sorry, I'm just speaking for my people now, but like I hear but like it's really nice because
the company, Lissy.
I don't have a company. I do something on the weekends,
Wow.
So I just think about like the guys that I hear like after matches and like, like the respect is really big, especially like on the indie circuit. And they're just like, thank you for keeping me safe in there, brother. Because that could happen and you're getting paid $50 to do the match.
Mm.
And then you literally have nothing after. So it's really like it's such like a reality check sometimes. People are like, oh, wrestling's fake. It's like, okay, that's not fake.
And that's, for me, what I find stuff like Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy, like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't need to do that. And
we're back, JJ.
If you watch the Santana and Ortiz spot, Double or Nothing, you probably think the same for that as well.
I just don't. It's just the art of professional wrestling. This is why Brett's the best. The art of professional wrestling is not hurting yourself whilst making it look like you're in severe pain. You don't have to do things that hurt yourself.
And these people are doing it because they want to do it, because they get a thrill from doing it, and that's why.
As we go on to the hardcore match here between Al Snow and Tross.
Can we just have a moment of appreciation for Al Snow, by the way? Just like fucking terrible gimmicks all throughout his WWF career, and just like was always one of the most entertaining guys on screen. I think this is the first time we've ever watched an Al Snow match on this podcast at any time, but love the guy.
JJ, what do you know about Al Snow's history?
When I was 9-10 years old, and I was shouting, "What does everybody want?"
Hey, you didn't even know what that meant. You didn't exactly. You didn't.
I was having a good time.
Wait, but pause. Also, Al Snow is a freaking hero. He saved a kid at the beach last summer. I think it was last summer, if I recall correctly. Yeah. I don't want to say young child, but like a relatively young child was drowning, and Al Snow saved the day. So, credit to the wrestling business.
In answer to your question, Jack, I know very little actually about Al Snow's history.
Okay, so Al Snow is around, I want to say 35, 36 here. Mm-hmm. Had been wrestling since the late 80s.
Yeah.
He was given some horrible gimmicks. I think he was put under a mask at one point. The WWF always liked him, but they couldn't really get him over. So he was part of...
Because he's a good worker.
He's a great worker. And he's a great trainer. And he runs Ohio Valley Wrestling now. Shout out Al Snow.
He was one of the trainers on Tough Enough at the time too, right?
He was in 2002, yeah. Before he became big with the head gimmick, which he found in ECW.
Yep.
When he was there basically on loan in footballing terms in like 97, 98. He was Leif Cassidy. He was one of the guys. I think he played Max Moon for a bit when Conan came in the company and then left very quickly.
Wait, can we talk about the New Rockers?
And one last one.
Go on.
He was one half of the New Rockers with Manny Jannetty.
That's it.
And you think no wonder the poor bloke didn't get over.
Than the original Rockers.
I think honestly, like they were just like trying to get okay. Marty had been around since I think they made their debut in 1988, if I'm not mistaken. And then obviously Sean left. He did his own thing. And like they were just trying to keep Marty around. They gave him Leif Cassidy as his partner. And guys, we can't keep reinventing the freaking wheel. Like it was over. The Rockers.
You're telling me you're not watching NXT 2.0?
Stop it. Do not talk about NXT 2.0. Do not. I won't say that.
But with Leif Cassidy, Al Snow was always considered a great worker.
He's a great worker.
So he went to ECW in late 97, middle of 98, and there was a skit with him in the back just talking to a mannequin head. Because you know how people would bring random stuff to the old ECW arena? And he's there talking to the head going, I don't know why I can't get over. You tell me. Well, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. And somebody saw it, said that's hilarious. And then the genius of Paul Heyman said, we've got to run with this. So I think WrestlePalooza 98, he wrestled for the world title. And 2,000 people in the crowd all had the heads. And WWF brought him back. And the rest was history. That was 98. And by early 99, he'd started the Job Squad with Bob Holly and the Blue Meanie. And he still managed to still get over despite that. The Job Squad. Like, again, what a ridiculous
name.
Flash Funk was in that as well.
Oh, my God.
Flash Funk.
I think it's
Flash folk.
okay. So this was before the time of like the real like, changing people's names for, the trademarks and all the rights, right? Like he was already very popular as Too Cool Scorpio. Like just let
He was
the man
huge in ECW.
let the
Yeah.
man do his name.
He just liked weed.
And he had the funkettes.
Oh, Flash, you are so funky.
Which is kind of funny because
Before your
remember when
time,
they had,
JJ.
way before your time, JJ. Remember they had Brodus Clay. Actually, this might be JJ's time. Brodus Clay came on with the Funkadactyls, and Naomi and Cameron were his Funkadactyls.
That's a Funkadactyl.
I don't know who brought it. Wait, I do, because this is the guy who was like a dinosaur. He follows all my Instagram pages, and he loves the Dusty Rhodes ones. He told me it's his favorite page. So shout out to
Brodus Clay. Wait, they were his Funkadactyls, right? I'm not wrong. I'm not losing my mind here.
Mm-hmm. No,
yeah,
right, yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
By the way, it was you mentioned the Rockers there. What day were we on? The 2nd of June. 2 days ago was the 35th anniversary of their debut in the WWF. They got sacked over 5 days for getting drunk on the road.
This is fine. They came back, shots. Okay? Just we don't care. They came back.
One of them found God, didn't they? And
shut up. One of my earliest memories. I'm pretty sure it's like my earliest memories. Is
oh my God, it's Double J
of the Rockers. What is happening?
Unprotected chair shots. Oh, he got him in the ankle lock.
This was just like such a weird.
Jack, you don't remember this match?
This,
I can't believe you don't remember this match. It's
shocking.
Did you see the chair shot? Shamrock took the most ridiculous unprotected chair shots I've ever seen. And that's not he's not done wow, Matt Chioda's looking a little chunky there as well.
You should have seen him this weekend at Double or Nothing.
See him back at Double or Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Mike Chioda was at Double or Nothing?
No, we can't talk about it. You don't want to watch it.
You can still talk about it. I'm not going to watch it.
So he reffed the Owen Hart Foundation final for the men's match.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Like, honestly, so can we talk about it?
We can talk about it.
Okay, because at this time, Owen had passed away a month earlier, if we remember right. So I'm pretty sure, like, the only actual tie or connection to Owen Hart in AEW is Mike Chioda at this point. Fair?
Martha Hart.
Wow. Broke over his head. Well, you still.
Big Show.
Mark Henry. And the Nation together.
Were they in the match?
Oh no! Well, no, they weren't in the match. I wasn't clear what you were saying.
Why do you have to be in the match?
In the over the limit match?
No, because like I just think honestly, in my humble opinion, it's just kind of like a stick it to WWE sort of thing because Owen obviously AEW,
bad take.
No, it's not a bad take. AEW obviously was not in existence at the time, but like he never wrestled there. None of his family ever wrestled there. Would you see WWE have someone who never wrestled or has zero affiliation with their company have a cup in their company? No, you wouldn't.
Because they're petty. This is about honoring the legacy of a wrestler.
I respect him. I love Owen. I do. But like, I just feel like it minimalizes it because I feel like it doesn't necessarily mean as much as if it wasn't
Martha
WWE.
Finding a platform to honor her late husband properly, and it's the company trying to do best by him.
Do it in Stampede Wrestling.
There's no Stampede Wrestling.
Exactly. Do it in Brett's son is starting a company up in Canada, as we
National
say.
TV.
I don't care. Get something.
But you don't care. It's not your company. It's not your foundation.
The thing is that Tony Khan is a wrestling fan, and also just to say, like, unlike WWE, AEW do recognize
it acknowledges the wider
history,
wrestling, yeah.
And New Japan and Ring of Honor before Ring of Honor. Like,
I agree.
AEW acknowledge wrestling history as a whole, and I don't think this is Tony Khan taking shots.
Owen wrestled in Japan. I would have loved to see this tournament in Japan. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And obviously, this company didn't exist at the time. It's just like, I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of.
Hey, get a little that WWE stand over there, JJ. Am I right?
I am a WWE stan, and I'm going to say it right now. I just feel like there's a lot of like.
Sean's boy
there's a
one.
lot of jabbing. There's like a lot of WWE jabbing, and I'm tired of it.
I don't think they referenced anything or anything like that. Like they had an opportunity to do something good and they did it. Like they weren't going, hey, Martha would never. They didn't do anything like, oh, Martha would never show up at a WWE event, but here she is at Double or Nothing.
You can't even show his better footage because WWE owns it, and it sucks. That's what I'm saying.
WWE being petty.
No, I know it's them being petty, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't expect Martha to forgive them. If you ever saw Dark Side of the Ring, it was terrible. I'm just saying, like, I think it would have been more meaningful if we did it somewhere that he actually wrestled. That's all I'm saying.
Sure, but look, Vince and WWE have had 20 years.
No, it was never going to be WWE, and they don't deserve him because of. I mean,
they had 20 plus years to make things better, but they never did. And I don't hold any ill will towards Tony Khan and AEW if you look at it in a personal point of view, and you watch that Martha Hart, like when she gave them the belts and stuff, like she was having such a good time, and it's like
she was. She was.
Thing because we've all watched that Dark Side of the Ring and what a miserable time it was for her. Like
I cried. I've not cried like that in a long time.
And all of the fans.
I thought it was very touching.
Situation, and even like Adam and Britt, who are heels, embrace the situation, and it was just nice. And at no point did I think, fucking AEW taking shots to WWE. I didn't think that.
But there's been a lot of wrestlers, and again, love Owen, love the Hart family. It's nothing in that sense. It's just like, I think this was like an opportunity. I look at it as an opportunity. That's all I'm saying. To like attach to like a famous name. And I think that like, I would have loved to see it in a place where Owen actually wrestled. That's all I'm saying. It's not to diminish or dilute the tournament, because I think it was, I love Britt. Happy she won. I love Adam Cole, despite what Jack posts on our page about his biceps. Love him.
I saw that posted elsewhere and it just tickled me.
I died when I saw that.
Oh, I watched that. I went, that's so wrong, but it's so funny.
Like, I really didn't like the way that the tournament ran out. Like, I didn't think that it needed to be Adam Cole and Britt Baker to be winners of the tournament. Like, they've already had so much. Like, I think if you give it to someone like Dax and you give it to someone like Tony Storm,
right? Or exactly. I thought it was going to be Tony, to be honest.
I thought it was going to be Tony. Like,
what did you make of the match on Dynamite between her and Britt? That finish was really weird.
Haven't seen it.
I kind of knew when they put Tony against Britt. I knew Britt was going to win.
I thought because Britt's coming, I thought Tony goes over.
I had money on Tony.
Britt can lose and she still gets her heat.
Do you know
back.
what? They've had
Britt
so many
win.
situations. They've had so many situations where they've brought people in like Ruby and they fell just short. And I really thought that Tony this time, I thought it was be such a good way for them to instantly get another woman over and get her up to like Britt Baker's level, because this is the problem that I have, is that no one's at Britt's level. And even when they've had Thunder Rosa beat Britt, they've not given her any TV time or anything.
Exactly.
And this is the problem with the women's division at the minute, is that no one's really a star. Jade's a star.
Yes.
But she doesn't have the best matches. And don't get me wrong, she's come on leaps and bounds. And let's bear in mind that her first ever wrestling match was in front of a national TV audience with Shaquille O'Neal. Like, that was pretty much her first or second or third ever wrestling match. And she's literally had to learn on the job. And she's obviously put in the work, and she is a star. As soon as you see her, you think she's a star, and she's doing amazing. But she's not at the level of people like Britt or Athena or Tony Storm, because they've got that experience behind them. But they're just not getting these women over. I thought it would have been a really nice chance for them to get her over, and then maybe they could build.
And it would have been
and Britt, but hey, they didn't go that way. That's fine.
And it would have been, but the thing is,
of AEW.
When you look at the way that AEW books their women's division, for better or worse, as soon as I saw Tony Storm against Britt Baker, I was like, it's Britt. Sorry, I would have loved for it to be Tony, but I think we're gonna find, like, Tony Storm may have left WWE because she wasn't happy with the booking, but she's not doing better here right now.
No.
Have you seen the card of Dynamite tonight?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
CM Punk and FTR tagging together.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to stay up to watch this? You might.
You know, I like the fact that you see that they had their own like Sons of Bret Hart shirt made.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. I saw that.
Oh, my feels. That really
CM
did.
Punk and FTR versus Max Caster and the Gun Club. Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Matt Hardy,
I've got no interest
and
in the tag
Christian
match.
Cage. Note, by the way, that Jeff Hardy has been dropped in that match after his poor showing.
He's injured, and Adam Cole's injured as well.
Yeah, he didn't look 100%. Versus Hikuleo, Bobby Fish, Colorado.
Who the hell is a Hikuleo?
Hikuleo. I said that right,
No
didn't
idea.
Yeah, I don't know who he is, that's all.
Hikuleo.
Guys, will you watch this match? The Undertaker versus the Big Show. Jeez.
I don't care. Also, John Moxley versus Danny Garcia is going to be...
Never mind big time Beck's big time list, am I right, lads?
Also, we hear from MJF, which, anyone interested in that? Yeah.
We are, actually.
They should give him... Yeah, he needs... Do you know what I've realised this weekend? I'm going to buy me some FTR t-shirts. I deserve it, goddammit. 6-star FTR. I need to get some new wrestling tees. Although I've got like a drawer of them here, and it is bursting.
Does anyone know a place where you can buy some good original wrestling t-shirts?
I mean, the 80s wrestling store.com seems to be a pretty good place. There's only like 100 designs or so.
Wow, that sounds class. What kind of stuff do
I need to upload the other half. I don't have time, JJ.
You don't?
I don't have time.
Sorry.
This is a rare treat.
He's a dad now. Didn't you know?
I mean, if you look at a photo of me from 2 years ago, you'll know.
By the way, let's see. Penny and George met each other for the first time this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. I showed up at the swimming pool and I saw
and he went, "Hey, who's that? Who's that hot chick over there? Have a word with it, George. Come, big man."
I saw a Huddersfield Town t-shirt in the change room. I thought, okay, there's only one person in Jib that
yeah,
could be here at this
not
time
big
with a
talent
Huddersfield Town t-shirt.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wait, so go ahead. Sorry.
The boy got a relatively clean bill of health today. He starts weaning tomorrow.
Aww.
Now the fun begins,
so,
right?
When is he starting nursery?
July the 4th.
Okay, so about a month away.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah, and my boss at work, his son starts the same nursery on the 1st September. He's always,
does he?
Yeah, big
Can I ask a serious
Hamish.
question? The way that you guys
Hamish.
describe Jib, is there like one nursery school?
No, there's like 10.
Really?
What's his name?
Is this the chokes onto the ring? I think it is.
Yeah,
Oh, shit. Just watch it, guys.
Oh, spoiler alert. Ding, 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 ding. The Undertaker and JR sells this tremendously.
Thank God we started paying attention, huh?
It's because one of us is running this podcast, I'm talking about Jib nurseries. I always love that frantic ringing of the bell like something shit's gone down. Ding, 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 ding.
I also love that the Big Show went in the hole with him, like just for that.
He fell in afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
And they stole this straight from ECW, by the way. This was Taz and Bam Bam Bigelow in 98.
What do you mean they stole it? The ring just broke. They didn't see it. It just happened.
Shocking.
So what happened in ECW is Taz jumped on Bam Bam's back to give him the card to House to me, and Bam Bam throws back, and the ring breaks. And I think this is in somewhere. I think this would be New Jersey. Where's he from?
Bam Bam, Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Asbury Park, yeah. I think he beats Taz for the belt that night as well. And the crowd just all you see collectively just everyone standing. Oh my god! And Terry Taylor says on like the Monday Night Wars DVD, going, "Yeah, I saw it in ECW. I thought we should just steal it." No one watches like garbage wrestling anyway. Like, just
Terry Taylor, we love you, Red Rooster.
Well, that is that. I think it was about 45 minutes of that show. I didn't have a single.
So that was Raw from the 7th of June, 1999, JJ.
And thank God it's over.
Did you not enjoy that?
I mean, we didn't talk about other stuff all night for no reason.
Your hair's looking tremendous in this angle, Lissy. When you just got the ginger on the side.
The ginger. I don't even know what it is. It's like just brown.
As somebody who is a redhead aficionado,
you know. I was gonna say you would know.
I recognize, yeah.
Real recognize real.
Okay, this is fine.
That's fine. JJ, what do you think of that show?
There was a lot of wrestling for like half of it, and that was fine by me because I really enjoyed the whole reveal and the Linda and Stephanie stuff and the Austin stuff. It was all very entertaining, despite a lack of in-ring action.
Is that what you're looking for in your wrestling?
You know,
half an hour opening promos?
Not generally, but it's fine once in a while.
It's fine once in a while. Let's say, was this as wild as you remembered?
It's funny because every time we go back and we watch stuff from this time and I look at it with like adult eyes, I don't know, it seemed a lot cooler back then.
When we were 10 years old and we were, oh my God, look at him. He just opened a briefcase full of beer. He's so cool.
I wish I could have a beer.
And Stephanie's
no, I do.
Stephanie and Linda's tremendous fashion sense.
Yeah, definitely seemed a lot cooler back then. I think my favorite times, 97, 98. I feel like by this time in 99, it was like
the wheels were off now, buddy.
Yeah.
And I suppose you didn't really appreciate, because they were still doing monster business. Like Austin's still the hottest guy the rest of the business ever seen. The Rock's coming through with Undertaker, Triple H. They're still selling out everywhere, so it's hard to, I suppose, change direction. Right. Yeah. Why would we change what's working? But then when you've got the McMahon-Helmsley faction just 12 months later.
Ooh. It's the drive-up wedding. Come on, guys. Also, yes, pause would never happen today because, like, I'm just gonna like say a few sentences or paragraphs on this. The date rape. No, seriously, like the date rape, the roofie, like all of that, like especially like where I'm from in Boston, it's really big right now. And this would never happen today because what we saw on TV in 2000, was it 2000? Like, it's illegal. It's
late 99, illegal. Yeah.
Like it is illegal. Like, she was not coherent. Obviously, it alludes to the fact that she was under the influence of some type of controlled substance. Yeah. Yes. So it's giving a little rapey vibes, if you ask me. So
I mean, we do have to remember that he did rape a corpse. So Katie Vick.
I mean,
right? Kayfabe, not shoot, just to clarify.
Oh my God.
In storyline is what JJ is trying to allude to.
I don't even know what to say.
Is that called, what's the exact term for having sex? Necrophilia, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And on that note, Lissy, any more rants you want to get out about before we close up? It's National Pride Month. Just going to give a shout out to that.
On the gay.
Val Venus, he'll be cheering on. Go on, Sean Morley. Hello. Don't say anything that may get sued. On that note, we've been episode. This has been this fucking guy fucking another guy. Hate it. Say Sean. That's been episode 5 of the Mainly Wrestling Show. We're back next week, where Stone Cold is the new CEO of the World Wrestling Federation. It was a better time. It was a simpler time. From Jack Milner, John Jacobs, and Lissy Almeida. We'll see you all very soon. Ta-ra.
Prince George wave.
Happy Jubilee, Queenie.